Hello, I'm Mathieu from ludobox.fr and I'm going to give you an overview of Fairy Tile. So Fairy Tile is a placement game, and you are going to try to tell a story with a dragon, with a knight, and with a princess. So this is a game for 2 to 4 players, ages 8 and up, and it plays for around 30 minutes. So in this game, you're not going to be a hero or a princess or a dragon. You're going to be a storyteller, and you have a book of stories that you want to tell. Every card is a page, a story you want to tell. You need to meet certain conditions to create that story, make it true. So for example, in this case, that story tells me that the dragon should see 3 aligned mountains. So for example, in this beginning of the game, that could not work, but it could be like so, and the dragon could be there and see them, and I could fulfill that quest. So obviously we are going to place new tiles on the board and move the characters around, but we do not control an avatar on the board. Every player is going to be able to place new tiles and or to move the 3 characters. So how do we play the game? Well, on your turn, basically you're going to either activate one of the characters and move it, or place a new tile. So if I want to place a new tile, I'm just going to have to follow 2 very simple rules. The first rule is do not obstruct the path of the river. So we have a river here, and it's running, and I cannot interrupt it. If I had a tile with a river, I could obviously make it follow along. But there is another rule, and the other rule is my tile has to touch at least 2 edges. So for example, I could not do this because it touches only 1 edge. But obviously I can do this because it touches 1, 2, 3, 4 edges, so that's more than 2. This is okay. So that's it for tile placement. Now I also have character movement. So character movement is very simple, but every character moves in a different way. So first, the dragon. The dragon is going to move in a straight line. He's not very subtle. He's going to move until the end of the map. So for example, if I move it this way, he moves 3 spaces, and if I move it this way, he moves only 1 space. Let's keep it at that for that moment. So now we have the prince, the knight, and the knight is going to move by 2 spaces. For example, he could do this and this, but he has to be 2 spaces away from his starting point. That means that you could not cheat and make him do this, because he would be 1 space away from his starting point. And finally, the princess. So the princess is kind of slow. She walks only one square away in any direction, but she has a special move. She can go from castle to castle. So for example, let's imagine we have another castle at the other end of the board, and I am in this castle. I can decide that for free, I move from this castle to this one, and then I move 1 square. So this could be invaluable because I could move a lot of spaces at the same time. So then, once you have performed an action, either by placing a new tile or moving a character, you can fulfill a quest if you have moved an element that involves the quest in this turn. So in this case, if I move the dragon, I see 3 mountains, I can fulfill my quest, I discard the quest. We are encouraged to keep it for the player to tell the story with all different quests. I get a new one, and then that's the end of my turn. That would be the next player's. So that's basically what you do in a turn, but you have something else to do. If you do not want to move things around, if you do not like your quest, you can simply skip a page, and you're going to place the card that you have on the bottom of your book, and then draw a new card, a new quest. Additionally, what this does is it flips your magic token on the active side. And this magic token is going to give you an extra action. After you perform your first action on a turn, so placing a tile or moving someone, you can perform a new action, and that's it. You have another action to perform before completing your objective. So the game is going to last until 1 player has run out of cards. When you finish your last quest, you instantly win the game. That's it, you know almost everything there is to know about fairy tale, so you're going to have to assess how much chaos other people are going to put in your way and try to make the most of it. Now, bye bye, and see you on ludovox.fr.